How's it going, lads? Tonight, decided to talk about a few zombie games. Sorry about the terrible lighting. Didn't really have a lot of time to do this during the day. And there's something I want to get off my chest here. Another reason why I'm doing this right now is because I had a bad day and just wanted to do something to keep my mind off things. It's kind of been like that for the past few years now. It's kind of the reason why I've started to make videos like this. It just helps me keep my mind off things and feel proud of doing this sometimes. Makes me feel proud of myself and all. Well, with that out of the way, let's get started. First game we got here is Left 4 Dead 2. Left 4 Dead 2, I've been playing it ever since I was a kid. Even ever since second grade, I think. Left 4 Dead 2, there's 4 survivors trying to get out of the zombie apocalypse in 5 different campaigns. I've liked the first Left 4 Dead a lot too, played it a lot, but I prefer the second one a lot more. Second one has more weapons, more infected, just that, and it has the first campaigns in the second one too, so I'd recommend getting the second. For the infected, there's the hunters, they'll just pounce on you, start tearing you apart. Got the chargers, they'll just pin you to the wall and start slamming you onto the ground with a big arm. Then you got the smokers. They'll try to strangle you from a distance with its tongue. I like the weapons in it too. The weapons are pretty fun to use. Matter of fact, all of them are fun to use. That and the modding community's pretty cool too. I haven't played the official campaigns for it. Excuse me. I haven't played the official campaigns for a while now. Sorry again. Been playing the modded campaigns ever since. The custom campaigns, you can just find them on Left 4 Dead maps, game maps, whatever. You can use different skins for the survivors, get infected, get new guns, all that. On to the next one. Got Resident Evil 4, the remake version. I'd use the original, but to tell you the truth, I've never been the original at all. I feel like the original is a bit better too, in terms of music and sound design. But I feel like the remake can stand on its own 2 feet too. I don't know why I said it like that, but whatever. What I like about this one is that there's ways to stun the Ganados, the enemies that are trying to kill you. shoot them in the head, the arms, the legs, stun them that way. Then you can do all these melee moves on them, kicking them down, punching them, suplexing them. And the guns are cool to use too. I like the Red 9 and the Striker a lot. That and Leon S. Kennedy is he's a goddamn badass, what can I say? Possibly one of my favorite Resident Evil characters ever. I'd rather move on to the next one now. Next one, we got Dying Light. Dying Light, it's basically a mixture of Mirror's Edge and Dead Island. Tried to play Dead Island not too long ago, couldn't get into it. I've always felt like Dying Light is a bit more fun. The city you're in, Haran, it's pretty fun to run through, parkour through and all. And the combat systems, well, the weapons are pretty cool to use too. Like the katanas, the guitars, whatever you can get your hands on. There's this one zombie type that scares the hell out of me even to this day. They show up at night too. They're called volatiles. And those damned creatures are basically nightmare fuel for me. Well, let's go on to the next one. Actually, you know what? No, hold on. Sorry. I like first Dying Light a bit more because of the atmosphere. There's a second one. I like the second one too, but I feel like the atmosphere in the first one feels a bit cooler. Right, on to the next one for real this time. What's next is Dead Rising 2. I like playing the second one a lot because there's these combo weapons you can craft. As you can see here, the paddle saw. Paddle saw is pretty useful. Got a spiked bat. Can make electric wheelchairs, add on some ARs to go with the chair and all that. And I like Chuck Green as a character. His jacket's cool. I like the first one too, but I don't know, I kind of like the second one a bit more. And there's vehicles in it too. You can use there's a combo vehicle called a Swicicle. Swicicle is just it's probably my favorite vehicle in the game. Well, on to the last one. I know it ain't exactly a few and all, but I just can't stop myself from including this one. This one's Days Gone. What I like about Days Gone is the characters, like Deacon St. John. I like his dialogue a lot. Feels pretty nice. Then the zombies, well, they're called freakers in there. Freakers are just monsters when it comes to hordes. Unless you got a bunch of explosives and molotovs to help you kill off the horde, but the hordes are still pretty deadly in it. And the guns are pretty fun to use too, like the MWS, the AUG, whatever. The AUG. The AUG's pretty cool. And there's this Tommy gun you get in the late game. It's pretty fun to use too. It's probably the best SMG in the game, if I'm gonna be honest. And it feels satisfying just restoring the bike as well, because in the beginning your bike gets stolen and just scrapped for parts. And you got some crappy new bike and you have to put it all back together. And at the end, it's a nice bike to use, really. That's all then. Like and subscribe if you feel like it. I don't really like begging for support for the channel and all that. Just not that type of guy like that. If you don't want it, it's fine. Completely understand. But if you do want to support it, just give it a like and subscribe. Maybe it'll help me out in the algorithm or whatever it's like, whatever it's called, I don't know. Well, see you guys on the next one.